In this episode, we're heading to a small historic ghost town outside of Las Vegas. We also test a high-performance Mercedes 4x4 van built by Field Vans. Then our own Rob and Christian Johnson ride and test electric motorcycles up and down the East Coast. It's all coming up next on Off-Road Travel TV.
Presented by Beta, the official motorcycle of Off-Road Travel TV.
The final leg of our 10,000-mile Alaska trip started off with a little comic relief. After the crew woke up on the Colorado River and did a little off-roading in the morning, the Opus OP15 got a flat.
It was a little over 100 outside when we had the blowout, but Ken and I got to work pretty quickly. Danielle grabbed one of the video cameras to start recording while Aaron was having fun at Ken's expense.
I went back to grab one of the spare tires off the back of the Opus, and when I did, I burned my hand and I dropped the tire. The next thing we knew, the tire was bouncing down the ravine about 100 yards. I have to admit, it was pretty hilarious. Then once I found out the twins were goofing on us, we had them push the spare tire back up the hill.
It only cost us about 30 minutes, and then we headed to Nelson Ghost Town. This is less than an hour away from the famous Las Vegas Strip, but the two couldn't be more different.
YouTube is nicknamed as Nelson's Ghost Town because we look like an old ghost town, but actually it's the gold mine that all the miners worked at in the early days.
So what's really cool about this place, it's like a bunch of different pieces of scraps and metal that come together and build this beautiful little town, exactly.
Yeah, everywhere you go is like something different, and you could take photos here. There's weddings here. It's amazing. The owners are super nice. We even got to touch a frozen rattlesnake. Don't forget to open the fridge.
Over the years, we had people come in and start doing family photo shoots around Christmas time, and that led to a few weddings in some of the barns and all the old cars. It's kind of like a car show going on without a car show going on, because there's like 80 old cars out there in their natural state, and so they're like barn finds.
We actually spent the better part of 2 days doing a wide variety of things on their property. At 50 acres, it's not that big, but there are so many things to see. And if you pay close attention, there are thousands of interesting details and an incredible amount of history.
Throughout the trip, one of the goals for the twins was to have Ken update their modeling portfolio. Ken has been a professional photographer his entire adult life, and this place is absolutely amazing. In fact, doing a wide variety of photo shoots and other activities is how owners Tony and Bobby Worley make their living. Watching Ken do his thing made this adventure a lot more fun.
There are so many different backgrounds and so many interesting props that it makes it a lot of fun. There's also so much history and so many cool details.
In addition to shooting the twins at Nelson, Ken shot them at various interesting spots on our trip. It's so much fun to be spontaneous. We would be driving along and boom, someone would see something and we'd pull over and start shooting them right there on the spot. Here's some of our favorite shots. One of the most appealing aspects about adventure travel is the quest to find different things. We spent a lot of time researching all the areas we wanted to see, and it really paid off.
We were so lucky to be able to join Ken and the whole crew for the last 10 days of the shoot, to take advantage of his equipment. We got to take pictures all around this amazing venue, and we had just a blast.
It was a lot of fun to see everything through the eyes of the Gornick twins. Just so much fun to be able to look at their facial expressions, their mouths dropping, you know, as we came around corners and saw all these cool different things.
Every type of off-road travel requires carrying a certain number of tools to be properly prepared for adventure. Taking tools on a motorcycle ride poses a challenge because of limited space. However, there are several different strategies we use depending on the size of the bike we're riding and the distance we are traveling. Sometimes we use a simple fanny pack, like this one from Ogio, while other times we go with a hydration backpack, like this one from Muswa. When space permits, our preferred method is to use a bag system like these from Sedici saddlebags, and there are times we actually use all three of these methods together. The advantage of saddlebags is it takes the weight off the rider and offers a lot more space. For the tools themselves, we prefer to be as compact and light as possible, yet still have enough to do the job. Companies like Motion Pro make a lot of amazing motorcycle-specific combination tools like these tire irons that have a 3-in-1 axle wrench on one end and a tire spoon on the other. They also have these titanium wrenches that are incredibly lightweight and durable, and this multi-tool. One of the biggest challenges most riders face is a flat tire. That's why we always like to be extra prepared. We carry this Stockton tire repair kit that includes plugs and patches for inner tubes and tubeless tires, 3 CO2 cartridges, and everything you need to fix most tires. We back that up with one of their rechargeable electric tire pumps that also has a flashlight and ports to charge your cell phone. And if we're using saddlebags, we carry a Stockton roadside toolkit. This is a tool roll that has practically everything you need for a trailside repair. Basic items like electrical tape, safety wire, zip ties, fuel line, fuses, and more. Bottom line is, be as prepared as possible on the trail. For a complete listing of all the tools we got from RevZilla, check out offroadtraveltv.com.
In this episode, our crew is traveling from California to Colorado to learn all about Field Van's amazing Mercedes Sprinter 4x4. Field Van was founded in 1989 by Liz and Alan Feld, who are considered pioneers in overlanding. Their concept was to modify production vans and turn them into off-road capable 4x4 machines for the serious adventurer. Our Ken Faught and Mark Mitchell recently drove a pair of Field Vans from Southern California to Grand Junction, Colorado for the Rocky Mountain Adventure Rally, and here's the lowdown.
Our planned route takes us from Southern California through Nevada, Arizona, Utah, and to our ultimate destination of Grand Junction, Colorado. We plan on taking turns driving the 40, 350, and Mercedes 4x4s and logging about 300 miles a day. This way we can each form our own opinions as to what we like about each vehicle. The goal is to find a lot of cool places to see along our 2,000-mile journey and camp at remote spots.
This is the Mercedes 144-inch wheelbase 4x4 design with the Meadow 1 floor plan. This is one of the most popular models and costs around $180,000. No doubt it seems pricey, but there are a lot of reasons why vans have increased in popularity in the last decade. For starters, the short wheelbase allows it to be more maneuverable off-road, and as far as campers go, it can be parked in a driveway at home without violating homeowner association rules. This is a huge plus over motorhomes, and like motorhomes, it features a refrigerator and freezer, shower, toilet, air conditioner, heater, and 110-volt power. It's not as nimble or powerful as a 4x4 pickup truck, but it's an excellent compromise, especially for couples who want to explore. This model features a sofa that folds down to make a double-sized bed. There is also a flat-screen TV in the area and a surprising amount of storage.
I've had nearly a dozen Sprinter vans in various configurations, and this one's among my favorite. I found myself spending a lot of time in the back, which is the widest portion of the living area. For my personal vans, I actually have them set up with a garage in the back for dirt bikes, mountain bikes, and all the tools I need for short trips. But for longer trips, I'd actually prefer to have a field van where I got a restroom, shower, kitchen, hot water, and all the nice amenities that really make it comfortable. If I choose to take a dirt bike or mountain bike with me in the field van, I could always use a bike rack on a receiver hitch. There are plenty of quality models available that could hold even dual sport bikes and adventure bikes that weigh up to 500 pounds.
This Mercedes also has a small sink and an electric cooktop. Like all field vans, this one is equipped with a power inverter which allows 110-volt items to be used even when not connected to shore power. It also has roof-mounted solar, and it's all controlled at this power station. There is also plenty of lights both inside and out. Field Van also offers the same model with a pop-up roof which has sleeping for 2 additional people.
If you're going to be gone for more than a couple days, having a small kitchen, a shower, and a toilet are incredible luxuries. We drove up to 6 hours at a time off-road, and it was definitely nice to have a warm shower at night. Not everyone loves giving up the square footage for it in a van, but the bathroom shower combination is a nice luxury. We're also big fans of solar power, which keeps the refrigerator cold, the lights on, and the water warm. The solar did a great job on our trip, and we never hit a traditional campground because we did not get lower on power and water and simply didn't need the amenities.
Prior to the start of the trip, Mark did a lot of planning so the pair could go to some unique off-road areas.
There are lots of incredible tools and apps out there for your phone and tablet that can help with planning and navigation. I found this camping spot right on a small lake, and it was incredible. Having an off-road capable vehicle really opens up the amount of camping options that are available.
One of the advantages of using a van for off-road and camping in general is the setup time. The only real item to set up is the awning if you want to use it, and that only takes about 2 minutes to deploy. There are no leveling jacks, and since the unit is self-contained, it's ideal for off-grid areas, or what is commonly known in the world of overlanding as dispersed camping.
I don't believe it's a perfect do-it-all vehicle for off-road. I personally own 2 Sprinter vans, a couple Toyota Tundras, a Toyota 4Runner, and a Jeep, and use each for different purposes. A van provides a lot more storage space, which is really important for long trips like this one.
When Mercedes first introduced the high-roof Sprinter van to the United States, it was a game changer. Now it's become the van of choice for camping, and it's one of our favorite vehicles. The Mercedes diesel engines are also incredibly reliable and can last a few 100,000 miles.
I love the way these drive and handle. If there's anything that I'd improve, it'd be the power. Mercedes only offers a Sprinter van with small diesel motors. These engines are somewhat underpowered for off-road, so choosing the right van really depends on your intended use. My personal goal whenever I take a van off-road is to find the perfect camping spot and to simply explore relatively easy trails. I'm not trying to go out and find difficult terrain to conquer. I'm a realist and know that vans have their limitations. We drove on a lot of amazing back roads and drove about 375 miles off-road during our week-long adventure. I was really happy with the design of the Field Van Meadow 1 floor plan. It's a smart configuration that is really comfortable for 1 or 2 people.
The founders of Field Van have built over 5,000 vans for off-road and are unquestionably some of the most respected people in the custom van industry. They also offer nearly 24 different combinations, and customers can choose between Mercedes, Ford, Chevy, and Dodge chassis and power plants, along with 5 different floor plans and a wide range of options.
There has never been more choices for cool products to enhance your off-road experience. Today we're going to show you 3 of our favorites in the action cam world. The first 2 are direct competitors, the DJI Osmo Action 5 Pro and the GoPro Hero 13 Black. Both cameras shoot 4K quality video or above and take the exact same style mounts. There are literally hundreds of different style mounts, from sticky ones to high-performance professional clamps, and they are simply amazing. We use these on pretty much every single trip, and they cost about the same, around $350. But one of our favorite cameras is the handheld miniature gimbal made by DJI called the Osmo Pocket 3. This camera shoots 4K video at 60 frames per second, has several operating and stabilization modes, and the results are nothing short of incredible. It can shoot both horizontal and vertical and has a built-in digital zoom. Best of all, it's incredibly lightweight, compact, and can be controlled and monitored with your smartphone through the DJI app. We use the Osmo Pocket 3 a ton, and it's become a favorite with our crew. Cost is a little over $500, and it uses SD cards for memory. We'll see you on the trails.
Electric motorcycles are changing the world of off-road travel, and we couldn't be more excited. Our crew has over 20 years of experience with electric technology and motorsports, and believe it's a game changer in so many ways. Our crew recently tested 2 electric motion bikes in the famous Adirondack Mountains and in the Florida Keys.
In the Adirondacks, we'll take on steep, winding trails with rocky landscapes leading to breathtaking vistas and majestic peaks and tranquil, pristine lakes. In the Florida Keys, the bikes will take you along from scenic routes, from quiet coastal roads to hidden trails through the mangroves, and even out to a sandbar, all while enjoying stunning views and the calming ocean breeze. Both locations highlight the incredible versatility of these bikes. With advanced technology, remarkable performance, and eco-friendly operation, these bikes are revolutionizing the off-road exploration. Let's dive in and discover how electric bikes are transforming the world of adventure. We're using the company Electric Motion. including the models like the Escape R and Escape XR, because they perfectly demonstrate the incredible capabilities of electric bikes. These bikes deliver instant torque and seamless power with no lag, just immediate performance when you need it.
I co-founded a chain of electric indoor go-kart tracks in 2005 called Pole Position Raceway, and we opened up 16 locations across the country. I got to see firsthand the advances in motor and battery design and really get to understand all the benefits. I don't buy into the whole idea that they're considered green and are good for the environment, because a battery just stores energy and needs to be charged by some type of fuel. What I do appreciate is the fact that these bikes are extremely quiet and produce a lot of torque. This means it doesn't bother people when you're out riding. Noise is typically one of the biggest reasons why there aren't more trail systems near cities. I subscribe to the theory that less sound equals more ground.
Additionally, they come equipped with a clutch, providing extra control and power for tackling technical terrain and high-speed adventures. These features set a new standard for versatility and excitement. Whether you're cruising along the sandy shores of Key West or powering up the rugged peaks of the Adirondacks, these bikes handle every terrain with effortless precision and strength.
I've been riding bikes and motorcycles honestly since I can remember. Then these last couple of years, though, I've had the opportunity to hop on some electric bikes and really just be blown away with how light they are, how easy they are to work on, how well they handle. You can put this thing through the toughest of terrains, and it's gonna be right there by your side. The how long you can ride with them, the battery life. These things are honestly insane, and they keep on progressing.
Electric bikes are significantly lighter than their gas-powered counterparts, which enhances control and reduces fatigue on longer rides. This lighter design improves maneuverability and instills confidence whether you're tackling steep inclines, tight trails, or open roads. Electric bikes also deliver impressive performance with instant torque, smooth acceleration, and exceptional climbing ability. Their quiet operation and their customizable power settings further elevate their riding experience, making them versatile and capable on any terrain.
What surprised me most is probably the control. They are super lightweight, they're super responsive, so on the trail you're not dealing with something that's lugging behind you or feeling heavy. It's right there, it's quick, it's snappy, it's with you. When you're off the bike, there's no hot spots on it, there's no exhaust or anything you need to worry about, so you can pick it up and you can put it wherever you need to put it. And overall, you're just not dealing with that same fatigue that you'll get with a heavy gas-powered bike.
I'm also a big fan of the power. Electric motors offer a lot of torque and can be tuned by a computer to control a wide variety of power characteristics. Things like throttle response, acceleration, engine braking can all be adjusted quickly and easily. Things like carburetor jets can be finicky on gas engines, and all the adjustments can be made within 5 minutes on an electric bike. Electric motors also require a lot less maintenance than the traditional gas-powered counterparts. The biggest challenge is battery maintenance. Electric bikes take time to charge and require some type of power source. In most cases, if you're out riding with friends, you might need to take a gas generator to charge it. The generator itself is an extra expense, and you have to carry a gas can for it and do regular maintenance on the generator itself. The downtime waiting for the bike to charge is one of the few disadvantages. Gas bikes can be refueled in a matter of minutes, which is a huge advantage.
Electric bikes are a game changer when it comes to maintenance. Unlike gas-powered bikes that require regular engine checkups, oil changes, and fuel management, electric bikes are virtually maintenance-free. With no need for carburetors or spark plugs, the upkeep is minimal. The simplicity of charging the battery, keeping the tires inflated, means you can focus on what matters most. The hassle-free experience allows you to spend more time enjoying the journey, making electric bikes a perfect choice for anyone looking for a more convenient, low-maintenance ride.
One of my favorite parts of e-bikes is probably the maintenance. You're not dealing with all of these fun little things you have to with the gas-powered bike. You're not dealing with gas, you're not dealing with oil, you're not dealing with spark plugs, you're not dealing with all these little small things that slow down your riding. This is an electric bike, man. You plug it in like a phone, you wait for this thing to be charged, and you get up and you go.
Electric bikes offer a unique quiet ride, allowing you to glide through your surroundings without the noise of a traditional engine. Whether you're navigating the pristine wilderness of the Adirondacks, where nature thrives undisturbed, or cruising along the peaceful coastal paths of Key West, where noise pollution is also a concern, electric bikes provide a way to enjoy the journey while reducing your environmental impact. The convenience of electric bikes goes even further. They're incredibly easy to transport without the hassle of hauling fuel or dealing with the smell of gasoline in your vehicle. No leaks, no mess. All you need is a power source and a plug. With their sleek, lightweight design and simple setup, electric bikes are easy to load and transport, making them the perfect companion for any adventure that comes your way.
I know there's a lot of debate about electric motorcycles, and I really don't understand why people feel the need to criticize them compared to 2- and 4-stroke engines. I think the fact that riders have a third choice of power plants is incredible. I also believe the three are difficult to directly compare as each has their own pros and cons. I know that when I have all three sitting in my garage, I use them for different purposes depending on the type of riding that I'm doing. For off-road travel, I love the smaller size of electric motorcycles. They remind me of trials bikes and are very easy to transport. They're also lighter weight than traditional dirt bikes and have a narrower profile, so they don't take up as much space in trailers or vans. I also appreciate that electric motorcycles are really easy to learn how to ride. My son Wyatt and I spent a week in Idaho this past summer and had a chance to ride a bunch of electric bikes in the mountains. Wyatt had very little experience on dirt bikes, but adapted quite quickly to electric bikes because they didn't require shifting. Although some electric bikes do have gears, most do not. If you can ride a bicycle, you can ride an electric dirt bike. Electric dirt bikes are also different than electric mountain bikes because they're built sturdier, are capable of higher speeds, you don't have any pedals, and the motors are much more powerful and the battery life longer. I also tend to find that a lot of big cities tend to be a lot more lenient on electric motorcycles when it comes to riding them on the streets. In some cases, cities treat them like golf carts and seem to be unfazed by their presence.
You can definitely be one with electric bikes in nature because you're not dealing with noise, you're not dealing with emissions, you're not dealing with all these little things. We've definitely been able to take our bikes places that we wouldn't be able to go with gas-powered bikes because you're not dealing with that stuff.
Electric bike technology is rapidly evolving, showing no signs of slowing down. With continuous advancements in battery life and charging speeds, these bikes already offer outstanding performance. Whether you're embarking on a long journey or enjoying a short ride, their power and efficiency are truly exceptional. Certain models like this one take it a step further by allowing you to customize bike settings through a dedicated app, giving you a more tailored and seamless riding experience. With the addition of a clutch, you have full control but without the hassle of shifting gears or managing a heavy engine. The entire ride is simplified, making off-road biking more accessible for riders of all skill levels. Once you try it, you'll see off-roading in a whole entirely new light.
The battery life of electric bikes has progressed so much over the last couple of years. You honestly would be surprised how far you can get on a single charge, whether it's ride time or distance. This thing keeps on chugging. How much they've advanced just from these small, lightweight, compact batteries is incredible.
Electric bikes are the next frontier in off-road adventure, blending performance and sustainability and unmatched convenience. Whether you're navigating the rugged trails of the Adirondacks or soaking in the coastal beauty of the Florida Keys, these bikes are transforming the way we experience the great outdoors.